Free to Succeed, Season 2, Raid Shadow Legends. The rats got super pumped when I started talking because it's been quiet for a long time. Hyped up Rats Edition, dude. You know what I mean? Hyped up Rats Edition. I feel like we've got quite a few new members of the Mug Club coming. So there's going to be several shout outs when the shipping time gets done, which I don't know how long those things take to ship, but be on the lookout for some new Mug Club shout outs. Let's go, dude. Going strong in 2024. All right, so what do we got going on today? We have another progressive chance, a different menu than yesterday. Not particularly enticing at all. Magnar would be dope, but whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. And then Void, what do we got? Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't she in it yesterday? I swear she was in it yesterday, but I feel like the legendaries are different. Yeah, not particularly interested. So I'll tell you what I am interested in is the Spirit Keep opening. Hey, open up. I need in there, dude. 4 more hours. I need to get Homeboy finished so I can get a banner on him and get that accuracy up. He might end up getting a rework anyway, but we'll see. Maybe I can get him a good amulet too. Got, a good 20-40 on it maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I waited to collect my Hydra rewards. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. It's kind of shit I do. Ah, man. I mean, it's stone skin. I don't. Man. Okay. All right. Okay. Man, I wish those were stone skin. Man, I wish those were stone skin. I mean, I guess I'll keep them. Don't know what else to do with them. Sell them? What's this red dot? Get the fuck out of here. Don't just give me an arbitrary red dot. Give me notifications about something I can't even... Well, I can participate in it, actually. I can participate. I can contribute significantly to the win, but I cannot get rewards yet. So I think I did like 20 million on my last Hydra run, but that's not good enough for any rewards. Even though it's like 10% of our damage, total damage roughly, maybe a little bit less. Not enough for rewards, according to Plarium. All right, we did not get our Doom Tower in yesterday, so that's probably what we're doing today, right? And I reckon we'll keep running with this until they can't do it anymore. I still want to get my Queen Eva, like, strong. I don't want to... I would like to not leave her behind. I feel like that's kind of her story most of the time is... She's a great pull early on, don't get me wrong. Killer farmer. Gonna help you do a few things pretty early in the game. But she just kind of gets left behind because... there's an uncommon that farms faster than her. So, obviously the gear requirement's higher, but like, that's what I mean. She'll eventually get just left behind and then there's not much for her to do. And that's a shame. So we're going to try to not do that. We're going to try to keep using her and get her relevant, but I got to get some crazy gear on her for that. And then, yeah, we'll see. Someone in my Discord, who is it? Shared a picture of their Eva. And they have some crit. They got like over 7,000 attack and a bunch of crit damage. And I can't remember who it is, though. My Discord is a funny place, dude. Some silly bastards in there. Oh, apparently, I keep forgetting to say this in a video. If you're watching this, if I say, be sure and subscribe and like, well, maybe I need to give a second. If I say subscribe and you're not subscribed, apparently the subscribe button, it's this little glow, like this little rainbow glow animation. And then if I say like the video and you haven't liked the video, apparently that also does it, which I think is pretty cool. And I wanted to test it out. I don't know how many people that aren't subscribed watch Free to Succeed. But if you're not subscribed, there you go. I guess let me know if it worked. Maybe I need to enunciate harder. Just try to throw it in casually, but like really say it clearly. Hey, if you're enjoying the content that I put on the channel, be sure and hit that subscribe button and see what I upload in the future. And if you're enjoying the video, be sure and hit that like button. And, or maybe it's like button. Hit that like button. And let me know you want to see more content like this. What if every feature on the site had that? Be sure and type my name into the search box at the top of the screen and the whole thing just glows. One of the things I'm doing this year is getting up at 6. Just cause. No, it's a much better start to the day. I don't feel like I get behind. And a bad habit I created in the last half of last year was not getting up when my alarm went off. So I had my alarm set for 7. And I mean, every day I would just wake up and turn it off and go back to sleep and then sleep for most of the time, at least another hour, and get up at 8, which isn't terrible. Getting up at 8 isn't terrible. But it's just not a good start to the day. I started the day by procrastinating, you know what I mean? And that bled over into the rest of my day. And I did not, the last few months of the year, I just did not get much done. I did not get much accomplished. I didn't get a lot of content made for the other channel that I'm really trying to focus. I didn't get as much done in Raid and Watcher, and like, I just didn't get much done. It fucked the whole flow of the day for some reason. So I'm breaking that habit. And also, for some reason, this morning, the song "Breaking the Habit" by Linkin Park has been on repeat loud in my head. And I don't know why, because I haven't thought of the phrase "breaking the habit" until just now when I said it, other than the song. And I mean, I woke up and sat up, started putting on my shirt, and the song was in my head. I don't know if I was dreaming about it. I don't know where it came from, but it has dominated the 47 minutes I've been awake so far. But anyway, that's a big thing I intend to do this year, is break that habit and get up when my alarm goes off. Because I used to be real good at that. My alarm would go off and I'd pop up, get up and get started. And I just sucked at it for the last few months of the year, last year. So we're getting up at 6 every day. Except weekends. Probably sleep in a little on weekends, but it just, I don't know, man. I feel like I get so much more done. Which makes sense, because if I used to get up at 7, And now I'm getting up at 6. I'm only getting up an hour earlier, but I'm not really only getting up an hour earlier. I'm getting up at least 2 hours earlier. So I'm able to I can get a raid video and a watcher video done before I used to be awake now. And that gives me a lot of time in the day to work on the other channel, which again is the top priority this year. We are going to go hard on that channel this year. So. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I keep mentioning the other channel, it'll be linked below. I'm pretty sure it's the first link in my description. That is where the bulk of my energy and attention is going to go this year. And no, it's not the Watcher Realms other game. It's not a gaming channel. So I'm putting all of my energy into Watcher Realms this year, guys. No. So yeah, but that's one of my big resolutions. So we talk about resolutions today. So, getting up at 6, not hitting the snooze button. I don't really even want to give myself any wiggle room. I don't even want to give myself like a 5-minute, 10-minute snooze. No, my alarm goes off at 6. I'm going to get up. I'm going to sit up, get up and get started on my day. Of course, get back in shape. That's always a resolution for everybody. But that is on my list. So we're going to do that. And not so much, I don't know if it's so much a resolution as much as just a goal and an intention this year, but it is to put a lot of energy into the other channel. I've got some really big ideas for it. Got a lot of fun projects I want to work on. I'm going to try to be very active and grow that channel this year. So I would like to start learning Japanese as well. So I might look into that. I might get me something that's going to help me learn Japanese. Because I should learn another language. There's no reason not to speak another language, you know what I mean? And I've always been very interested in learning Japanese. You know, it'll be pretty cool if when I do finally go to Japan, I could talk to some people a little bit. So I think I want to officially have that on the list as well. So maybe I'll look into that. I did start a few years ago, probably 5-6 years ago. I got Rosetta Stone, which I wonder if I still have, because I feel like I can't remember if it was a subscription or if it's something you just bought. That's so many poisons, and I know you're so mad I cleansed them. I don't know how I would access it again. Either way. But I did that for like a month. But of course, none of it stuck. And I've also heard there's much better stuff than Rosetta Stone now. So, yeah, maybe we'll look into that. You know, I wonder if ChatGPT could teach you another language. That might be an interesting project. And possibly a fun video. After a few months of it, you know? I had ChatGPT teach me how to speak Japanese. It'd be an interesting video. So either way, that's I think those are my big self goals. Get up at 6. Fill my days up with productivity. Again, I got a little too comfortable, I think, toward the end of last year, last few months. I'd wake up, make a couple videos, stream, but really just kind of not get a lot done, ultimately. So, less streaming, more productive content, and just kind of general self-improvement, I reckon, are the goals for the year. So that's it. What about you? What about you guys? What are your big plans for the year? Again, I know there's going to be a lot of getting better shape. It happens, man. It's tough, especially with the way the holidays line up. You hit Thanksgiving and it's just kind of like the year's over. Time to just get bucked and eat. So you put on a few extra. The new year hits, you're like, all right, I got to get rid of this. Even people that are well behaved all year, I was not. I was not well behaved all year. So we'll get it going again. Hardest part's getting it going again. Once it's going, I really enjoy it. But we've no more junk food in the grocery orders. No more ordering out once on the weekend. I think I'll give myself one order on the weekend. It worked pretty well for me back in the day when I was like super serious. Tracked everything down, had my meals planned like to the calorie, literally to the single calorie. There's like a range of like 20 I would be within every day. Good workout, good routine. And then on the weekend, usually on Saturday, I would have Little Caesars. I'd say I miss Little Caesars, dude. Some of y'all are going to shit on Little Caesars, but you're shitting on Little Caesars because you're remembering old school Little Caesars. But Little Caesars stepped their game up, dude. Little Caesars went hard. And I could go down to Little Caesars and get a fucking feast for like $14. It was insane. I'd go home and eat my Little Caesars. And then the next day, there was a barbecue place I really liked. On Sunday, I'd go get barbecue on Sunday. So those are my cheats over the weekend. Then Monday through Friday, I was like super strict. Eating certain things at certain times. And it sounds real tedious and it sounds like a lot of work. And even in my head, even though I remember how happy I was to do it and how good it felt and how it really wasn't that difficult and wasn't really that big of a deal, in my head starting it again, it's like, oh, it's so much. But it's really not. It was really so much easier than your brain makes it out to be before you're doing it. I will say one thing that sucks is that for some reason, when I got to Australia, my Fitness Pal, which is the app that I used to scan barcodes on all the food I was eating, it stopped letting me scan barcodes unless I paid for premium, which I think is $20 a month. And hey, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. That's crazy. But like Georgia also used my Fitness Pal, and hers didn't start making her pay. Hers has never tried to make her pay to scan barcodes. But if I try to scan barcodes on mine, it won't let me do it. And I've tried a couple of other apps, and none of them are as convenient as that. But bro, I'm not paying $20 a month for a feature that's been free and is apparently free for other people. So that's kind of tough. I'm not going to manually track my calories. That's for sure not happening. But if I can scan a barcode, I'll get back to tracking my calories. I also have a pretty general idea because I'm starting from where I started last time. I weigh about the same. I feel about the same. So I know what the meals need to be. But also one of the things is like some of the stuff that I had in the States, I don't have access to here, which kind of blows. Like there's these, I think they were called like tuna sensations or something. I can't remember what they were called, but they were like these packs of tuna. They're in the tuna aisle and you got the cans, then you get these pouches of tuna, different flavored tuna. And one pouch is one serving and you can literally rip the top off and just eat it. They have like little cans here that are kind of similar, but they're not as enjoyable to eat. And we just ran through that, dude. And then like, obviously dinners are going to be a little different, but dinners were honestly a lot easier in the States because excuse me. Because I didn't have an oven for a year when I was in Memphis or a stove. So I bought Marie Callender's microwavable dinners, and they were just so easy to track. and plan my day around because I knew exactly how many calories were in my dinner because I could even get variety on those. But I knew how many calories were in my dinner so I could adjust my day. And here we obviously make dinners every night. It's a little bit harder to do that. And you have to consider that you're not just cooking for you. It makes it a little more difficult, but it's all doable. Like it's all very doable. I just have to find replacements for the things that I had in the States here. Man, it's weird. Some stuff like fucking they don't have sweet pickle relish in the stores. Like, which if you're in Australia and you're watching me, you might be like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. But just like we have so many different kinds of pickle relish in the States, so many brands and stuff, and I put it in my tuna. So we were doing an order the other day, and I was looking for sweet relish. It didn't exist. You can order it from some of the stores that do like U.S. foods, but obviously it's way marked up. I'm not paying $10 for a little thing of. They do have gherkin relish here, which I'm hoping is similar because that's what I got. It looks fairly similar, and I know gherkins are like little baby pickles. I don't know if they're sweet. Can't remember if they're sweet or not. So maybe it's a similar thing. But just there's a lot of little stuff like that are around the grocery store that I would get in the States that isn't here. It's really interesting. Here's another one that you might find interesting. Cheetos. Like regular Cheetos. I have never seen in a store. I've been in several different grocery stores here. I've never seen Cheetos. However, Cheeto Puffs are all over the fucking place. I love a Cheeto Puff here. And I've never even seen a regular Cheeto. Like, I think as far as anyone here would know, if I said Cheetos, they would just default to Cheeto Puffs. Because I think that's the default here. That's really interesting. Because Cheeto Puffs are fine. But Cheetos are fucking insane, bro. So if you're Australian and you're watching this, let me know 22 and a half minutes into this video. Let me know if you guys have regular Cheetos here. If you even know what I'm talking about. Because you might not even know what I'm talking about. If you don't have them here, you have no reason to know what I'm talking about. But like are the Cheeto Puffs that you have here, or do you just call those Cheetos? It'd be interesting to know. Anyway, I guess this video is long enough. We've rambled about enough stuff. It's not raid. So we'll get out of here. I think the plan for today is Spirit Keep. I need to remember to get into the Spirit Keep when it opens. We're gonna run this. Let's see if I can make some progress there. We're gonna get into Spirit Keep when it opens up, and try to get our Blizzard to 6-star Ascension, so I can get some accessories on it. That's the plan for today. And I guess maybe if we can make a little progress in Voucher Moors. We're doing pretty good. We got 37 stars in Ogren, 35 in Skinwalker, 33 in Undead. We're making good progress in the more difficult crypts. Barbarian, obviously, now that we have Syl, we're just cruising through Barbarian. But like, among our best crypts are the most difficult crypts. Nice Rev is tough, but like Skinwalker, Undead. Undead is strange that it's so difficult because there's so much depth to the faction, but it is kind of difficult. But we're in good shape, I think, for a lot of them. I think we're in good shape. I've got a lot of revivers. I'm very reviver heavy. And if I'm not mistaken, I've got the Hippo, I've got Melga, I've got Timothy up here. Where's Timothy? Right there. We've got like we're in good shape. I think I've got a Gorg down here somewhere. I pulled Gorg, right? Yeah, I pulled Gorg. Where is he? Here he is. So I don't anticipate Might be setting myself up here, but I don't anticipate having too much trouble with faction wars, kind of as a whole. I remember Bannerlords being kind of a pain in the ass without a reviver. But I think we're going to be all right. If Lizardman becomes a problem, we can fuse Broadmaw. I think we're going to be all right. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see where our problems are going to come in. But that's it. I'm going to get out of here for today. I appreciate you guys. Be sure and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a good one. Excited to hear your New Year's resolutions. Almost said revelations. If you have any New Year's revelations, you can share those too. Those might be interesting. And yeah, that's it. Get out of here. Later, guys.